I get it. But sometimes as a public figure, you should acknowledge I went overboard. Just come out and say, I went overboard. I apologize to Simon Kabu. Can we redo an interview and I will be more objective? We will do this in a dignified manner. Because, girl, that was too much.
Do you know, when I saw that interview, the snippets at least that were trending, I was just like, why does it feel like this was supposed to be a behind the scene, like, you know, where
Like
they
a
usually,
private conversation.
like you're talking with somebody and then they play that song, or whatever song it is that they want to. It felt like that. It felt like we were invading into that conversation, and now it's been publicized as that. It felt very private. It felt very personal. And honestly, you could even see Simon Kabu feeling very embarrassed and very confused about this attack that is happening at his event. Do you know the fact that I've brought you to do this event for me or to cover this event for me, and then it's just like, ooh, it was so chaotic. But the comment section also, you know, sometimes you watch something and you're like, okay, maybe that's just me, maybe it's just me who felt like this is uncomfortable and I don't like. Kuingia kwa comment section, I see people saying, I understand Trevor Sasa. Someone else saying, disappointed as who? Seriously? Someone else saying, this girl is very poor in interviewing people. Someone else saying, I thought journalists should have ethics. Those questions were clearly meant to attack and demean this man. Who watches this girl's YouTube channel? She is insufferable. Oh my, what an unprofessional interview. This man is very patient. Someone else saying, yeah, this was uncomfortable to watch. Very, very unprofessional. Why talk about someone's daughter being your age? Or like you're my father? Or you're clearly disappointed in me? That's just pushing someone too much. Clearly, not everyone was cut out to be an interviewer or a journalist. Disappointed, Simon looking at her like, disappointed me? Yeah, it's like, disappointed me? Simon is looking at her like, ugh? Someone else says, is Eve okay? Because she seems high. Well, she was very unprofessional. Someone else saying she's speaking to Simon like he's Trevor. Mbona asiache mtu ajibu swali kabla ya kuminterrupt? I feel bad on behalf of her dad. Rule number 1 of journalism, never take sides, don't even show impartiality. Lakini kuuliza, Eve, do you read books? Hii kuzungu yako inaweza fanya turostiwe aki. Someone else saying, Eve, interviewing skills have gone low and very personal. Hizi maswali zilikuwa personal this time. And honestly, I really watched it, and as an outsider looking in, I don't know. Sometimes you see snippets and you can see someone's character developing. You can see someone's personality showing more and more and more and more. And the more you watch someone, it's giving the same energy as Bobby Althoff.
Yes.
It's giving that same energy where you are received with such love. Like when she opened her channel, she was received with such love. Her first videos, millions and millions and millions of views, until she started drinking her own Kool-Aid, right? She started acting funny, out of pocket, being very snappy at people, talking smack. Imagine interviewing Future and saying, oh yeah, he didn't invite me. Was it Future she was talking about? Or she was talking about some other rapper. Like when she went to his house for the interview and the guy didn't even receive her or recognize her or say hello to her. He just like got her in the house and whatever, and then he sat and then they started the interview, and the whole time he didn't recognize her or say hi to her. And I'm just like, babe, why are you losing the plot? And then it continues on and it continues on and it continues. And now the person who used to have a lot of love on her comment section, like Bobby's comment section was always just, oh my God, I love it. Such dry humor, so cutting, so different. We love it, we love it, we love you. Now it has turned and everyone is just like, oh no, why is she like this? I don't like who is even watching her, blah, blah, blah. Like it's turned into just absolute hate, as in the same comment section has now officially turned against her and she's looking just like, okay, what's going on? Unfortunately, you do not and you should not ever drink your own Kool-Aid. Like, even if people exalt you to the highest of the highs, can you always remember that you're here to do a particular task, conduct your job, finish, get out of it. I think when you start to feel that sense of, yeah, you know, I'm big, it can get in your head and you can start to sway in a different direction and lose the plot altogether. Eve has amazing interviews. We learned so much from people, we learned so much about people. This one she may have handled horribly, and honestly she needs to have done something better or different, but I'm hoping that the next few interviews coming up will probably be a lot better. Let's not chastise her for this one mistake that she made. Let's just give her grace. People make mistakes. People get lost in the sauce sometimes. So give her grace, give her a chance to redeem herself. And yeah, we'll see the rest of the interviews. Yeah, that was crazy. It sounded like a fan who's officially out of the comments. You know, people in the comment section, and then finally they meet you in real life, and they're like, they have all this charged energy of like, oh my God, by they are